Well, I think a huge benefit to being a mentor is to hear things that you might not otherwise hear about what's happening in the organization and what's important to the people who really are the heart and blood of the organization, particularly as you rise to the thin air on the 12th floor. It's very easy to sometimes feel disconnected from the day-to-day life of the Volpe Center, and hearing what's really going on and what the issues are that people are dealing with day to day is something that I value enormously from people who may think they're coming to me to ask for guidance, but I'm really hearing more from them, I think, than probably I'm giving back.
I don't think a mentor-mentee relationship can work very well unless you have some liking of each other, that you enjoy the person. I'll use an example that's outside of work that continues to fascinate me. For some reason, my daughter has started asking me advice on her career. And this is the...
Because you're her mentor.
This is the girl who, at 15, if we would stop her from doing something outrageous like staying out all night, would stomp up the stairs and slam the doors, and the house shook for 5 minutes. Stubborn, had her own direction, never wanted advice.
Strong gene pool.
Yeah. So, and she still is that way in many parts of her life, but the last 3 or 4 years, she just has been wanting to talk about her job. And I know her well enough, that I never give her advice unless she asks for it. She mainly just wants to talk, and it's really enriched our relationship. And I think that obviously a father-daughter has that potential, but I think any mentor-mentee relationship, it's that human interaction, that enjoyment of learning about the other person, seeing what they're going through, what their goals are, what their struggles are, and being honored, to be a sounding board for them as they proceed with their life. That, as a mentor, to me, is extremely valuable.
I look at the mentor-mentee relationship through a different lens, and that's inviting people to my personal board of directors. Right. So I look at myself as the CEO of Winfree, Inc., but I need advisors, whether they be financial, whether they be spiritual, whether they be fellow lawyers or fellow administrators or fellow assistant secretaries, and round out a panel of folks that I can bounce ideas off when the time is appropriate, right? I don't necessarily need to convene a board of directors meeting, but there are times when I need to call upon those folks that have expertise and experience in other areas. So I see it as a two-way street because it's a dual investment. By the same token, I'm a member of their board of directors, and they feel free to call upon me again if my experience or expertise can be of use. But looking at it through that perspective kind of enforces it to be a two-way relationship, and I can learn as much from those on the board as I hopefully can give.